Alright, today we're going to take these crappy stock mirrors off and replace them with some tow mirrors. But Christmas is just around the corner, and if you haven't already, you should definitely go pick up a Ventures Media Christmas tee. Top link in the description, check it out. Alright, to get these mirrors off, the first thing you want to do is turn over to your accessories and roll down this window, because once we remove this door panel, you won't be able to use your controls anymore. So do that. Next thing you're going to want to do is take this cover, and just pry it off. It has two little clips back here. Let's pop in, and you have a bolt here. And you want to take this cover off right here. Take this cover off. And be a bolt right here. So you can grab you a drill or a screwdriver, either one. Let's take this out. Put them somewhere safe. Put them in my cup holder for now. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna lift up. It's only two screws you have holding this thing in. So just lift up. And then you're gonna have some wires down here. I'll show you a close up. But it connects all of these wires here, and you're gonna have to disconnect them so you can take the whole panel off. You're gonna take these plugs and undo them. And then there'll be two here. You gotta take both of them out for your, this will be for your door lock and for your passenger side window. Or not your door lock, your passenger and driver side windows. You should take them out. After that, you'll have this light. This pops right off. Then you can take your whole panel off and sit it somewhere safe. Now it should look like this. So you popped all these wires off, and you now popped this off, which is your interior light. And then here is where you're gonna take these bolts out. They're I think it's 7/16. Yeah, they're 7/16. So you'll take this one, and this one. Then you have your cable in here for your power. The ones I'm putting in are not power, so I won't have a cable to run through. But here's your power windows. So you just want to unplug that, and then you'll pull it through on the other side once you undo these. Alright, so now you're going to take your socket, which I recommend a deep dish socket because some of these screws are pretty long. And the reason you put your window down, so you can hold on to your mirror so your mirror don't fall. And if you decide you want to keep it, so you can put it on later, or you can sell it, because these things ain't exactly cheap for their price. And if you have a pair of pliers, like a pair of needle nose, do the good job, because whoever designed this hole is exactly the same size as the washer. So you want to take your pliers and be very careful, because you'll drop it down that door, and like you don't want to fish this out of your door. But look, they're exactly, like almost exact size. Just do that for all the rest of them. Make sure you hold your mirror here so you don't drop it. Alright, now that you got your last bolt out, what you're going to do is come over here, and you're going to pull it up, and you'll see this cable for your power. You just pull it up with it and take it all out. Move you over here. You'll have one unit of just your cable and all of that. You set that aside. Now, here is the part where it might differ depending on what you're doing. If you want the mirrors leveled, you're gonna have to watch real quick. I'm gonna level mine because I already have one over here. I'll show y'all. take it off this tripod. Alright, I already have this mirror. Okay, that's really overexposed. There, you should be able to see it now. Okay, I have this mirror. Let's go over here. Okay, this mirror is leveled, and I want it to be the other way. And I'm gonna show you all how to level it. But if you don't want them leveled and you want them how they come factory, then you can just bolt it up here and then put it through here. I'll have a little annotation up on the screen when I'm so you can just skip there if you don't want to level them, but I'll show you how to level them now. Alright, to level these, at this point you need to take these off, which come when you buy them. You're going to pop this off, and you're going to pop this foam piece off of it as well. Alright, to level these, there's going to be a little cap here. You just got to pop that off. What you got to do is you got to get like a small thing and you have to pry it, because this, you have to pry it right here on the inside. So this will be the truck, this will be the inside. Butt it up to that. You have to do it from there. If you do it from the back side, you'll break the clip, and then you'll be riding around with mirrors like this, which don't look as good as a nice cover over them. So I'm gonna show you. You gotta take these bolts right here, undo them, and then you have to put some washers in there. So let's do that now. Right, to level these out, I'm using 6mm washers. I use 2 on the other side, so I'm gonna do the same. But it all depends on what brand you have, that you're just gonna have to look at it and see what's level. Mine are pretty much like exactly level. They're not 100%, they're like 98%, but I just use 2 on each one. Now first of all, you gotta take right here these 2 tops. So you have 2 screws here, 2 screws on the bottom. You're gonna take the 2 top screws, undo them, but don't back them up all the way right now. Just loosen them. And for these, you're gonna have to use a fat tip Phillips head. So let's do that now. So now once you broke these, be very careful when you're breaking these, because they will strip very easy. They need a lot of downward pressure to keep it on there, and even with that, I mean, there's, can't really see it, but there's metal fragments, and I've also kind of dug into this. But loosen these a little bit and it'll help you with this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to loosen this top one here, and then take it all the way out, and then we're going to loosen that some so we can pick up on it to put the new washers in. So now you're going to want to take your 2 washers and set this thing up so that you could slide them up under here. This side's going to be a whole lot easier than the other side because you have more room to get your fingers, but you can use like a screwdriver to help you get them in line. Alright, so now that I have both these washers in here, I can tighten this one up. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing to the other side right here. We're going to tighten, unloosen this one all the way, this one a little bit, so we can get to that one. So, we're going to take them and put them right down in there. So they'll slide behind this, just like these. Alright, and now your mirrors are leveled. Now the only thing left to do is you have the cap that goes here. And what you're gonna do with the cap is you gotta do a slight modification to it since you did something here. Change the ergonomics of it from it being like here to now being straight. So we gotta change that a little bit, but we can go ahead and put this on the truck. Alright, so we put our foam cover back over here. And now, these are the bolts that came on my mirrors for the factory. These are the ones they give you. They're actually a different size bolt. This is the 7/16. This one's smaller. I'm not sure exactly what size it is, but I'm gonna stick with the stock ones on here. So just put it in your wrench. Take your mirror, and it helps you have somebody, but if you don't, this is the best way to do it. So you want to take and line it up with your 3 studs here. Alright, and if you're by yourself like me, once you have it all lined up, take and put your top one in first. Once you have your top one in, you can go ahead and put all the rest of them in. Alright, so we got this all bolted up now, and I'm going to show you how to modify your cap since now it's level and not pointing to the sky. So just go to that. Alright, so here's your stock cap, and at the top here you'll have this little ridge, and what you got to do is you're going to take like a Dremel tool and you're going to need to sand this ridge until it's nothing. So there's that little ridge right there. Just sand it flat, and then you can pop it back on. Alright, so I trimmed down all this edge, so there's no lip here now. What you're going to do is, just like you did when you took it off, you put the back side on this side, you put it in first and let it snap in. So, like that, and then you come over here, make sure you get it all lined up and everything. It's all lined up on that side, so now you move it over here. Now you're going to take this side and push this in. And once you get it all in, you're good. Now you got to put the interior back in. Alright, now for the interior, put this piece back over this. You're going to take your door panel. You have 4 holes in the bottom, and you have the feet here. And line them up. Okay, and while you have them lined up, you still have it all like this. Go ahead and reconnect all your cables, like your light bulb and all your window controls, lock, and all that. Alright, now once you have that, you have this little, your lock right here. You gotta get through this hole. So line it up. push the whole door towards it. And push down. Now, take your 2 screws, go here and here. All right, take a drill, take these, and go here and here. And now you'll take your trim piece, put it back here. And your door handle cover. And then crank car up. Make sure all your window controls work. Everything. So you're all good. So they can roll your window up, and you now completed. And now you went from your ugly stock mirrors to now nice and level tow mirrors, which make the truck to me look 10 times better. Alright, so that's the install on the tow mirrors on my truck. As always, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have any questions, leave it down below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. My name is Matrix. I'm out. Peace.
God, oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping. Oh my God, my whole life, my words been my greatest weapon. I know I've been the coast's greatest.